What's up, guys? So, I've been asked a question, and it inspired me to make this video. And I got a couple key points that I want to get across for you guys in this video. What happens when you take a narcissist to therapy? So, if you actually do take a narcissist to therapy, don't expect them to expose themselves during this time. If you do get them to therapy, because we all know they can put on an act and act like a regular person in front of anybody they want, and they're not going to expose themselves like that, and they're not going to act like they do when it's just you guys in front of a therapist. So most of the time, the therapist is not even going to believe you, just like everybody else don't, because they don't see that person that they are when it's just you and them. They're not going to do it unless they admit to it while you're in therapy and you were telling this person what this person is like when it's just you guys, and they admit to it because they actually want to solve the problem. That's about the only way that they will be exposed, and most of the time they're not going to do that. Most of the time, if you even get them to therapy, they're just going to sit there like a regular person, even though you guys know that's not the case. And just to let you guys know, if you have somebody in your life that you feel they're being negative a lot, you feel that you are a good person, you're a positive person, you don't start conflict, you do not like drama, and you feel that this one person in your life is constantly bringing you down and doing some dirty shit to you, and you get to a point where it's like, let's go to therapy then. Let's go and deal with this. Let's fix the situation, because something's off. Something's off with you. I know it. You know it, but you don't want to do anything about it because you want to continue your bullshit behavior. And if they refuse to go to therapy, there is a high percentage of a chance that they are a narcissist. Very high. And this has happened to me. I'm not going to throw out names on this channel unless somebody tells me otherwise, unless somebody tells me to do it, but I'm not going to say whether it's friends or a friend, a relationship I was in, a family, parents. I ain't going to expose that, but I've had somebody in my life before where it got so bad to the point where it's like, let's go and see a therapist and talk to them, because I know me. I know I'm a good person. I know I don't start this bullshit. And I know you have an issue. So let's go and solve this. And guess what? This person refused to do so because they know they're wrong. They know what they're doing is wrong. They know exactly what they're doing, but they're doing it anyways. Just because they can. And that is a narcissist. They want to make you feel pain. They want you to feel what they feel. They put their feelings on to you. And it's what they do best. That is the definition of a deadly, toxic person. And they don't care about you. They don't have your best interests at heart. That's why they do these things. And it's so frustrating when you have to deal with it. That's why you should put yourself in a position in life where you don't have to be around these types of people. You can can get up and leave whenever you want. You got your own spot, you got your own shit, you got your own whip, you got everything. Your own money, everything. You don't gotta be around nobody. You can get up and just go. You can go back to your house, you can go somewhere else. You can go wherever you want. And you never have to deal with this shit again. I just feel bad for the people that is in a situation right now in life where they have to deal with this shit, and I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like when you're younger and you don't have any power in your life because you're young and you're just coming up. And you're literally stuck in a situation where you have to put up with these bullshit, toxic ass people. There's nothing fun about it. And they're pretty much bullies. And they have to do this shit to you to feel better. Because when they make you feel this pain and bring you down to their level, that makes them feel better. And when you ignore them and you ignore their bullshit and let them suffer on their own, and you keep a high vibration up here while they're down here, that bothers the hell out of them. They do not want you to be happy by yourself. They do not want you to be happy without them. Because they can't be happy, and there's nothing you can do to make them happy. They have to find it within themselves, and they're unwilling to do that because most of the time they don't even know how to do it. They don't even know what the hell they're doing. They don't even know why they're not happy. They just can't stay happy. They're lost, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, especially emotionally. They're lost. They don't know how to deal with themselves, and they don't know how to deal with where they went wrong in life. And it could have happened at any given time. And they don't want to face that. They don't want to face themselves. They don't want to face themselves in the mirror. So that's why they do all this toxic shit. And when it's time to fix it, they refuse. When it's time to fix it, when it's time to go to therapy, if you do get them to show up, it's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. They're not going to be that person that they are when it's just you guys and they're being toxic. They're not going to be that person. Unless it's a person that genuinely wants to change. And you guys are having a conversation face to face before you go there, and they tell you, you know what, like, you're right. Like, I am toxic. They're admitting this. And they're like, I have to change. Let's go and let's do this. We're going to expose myself to this person because I want to change. Because if I don't do this, they're not going to know what's up. And this is the part where if somebody does this, if somebody is willing to do this, that is a good sign, and that means there is strength there, and that means there is room for them to change and to grow as a person. That's a pretty good sign. But most of the time they're not going to do that because they don't want to change. That's the thing. And if they don't agree to this behind closed doors when it's just you guys, but they agree to go to therapy, but they have like something up their sleeve and you can tell it, I wouldn't even bother going because they're going to act normal there because they can do that. And the therapist might look at you as the therapist might look at you as if you're crazy. That can happen. Most of them don't even understand this. There's a lot of therapists that don't even understand narcissism to like a certain extent. If you ask them what it is, of course they know what it is, but they might not see it. Just because this person is so good at hiding it. They can hide it whenever they want. They can have a conversation like a regular person almost anytime they want. But when it's just you guys alone, they don't care about doing that. They're going to act and behave however they want, in the nastiest way they want. Because they lack empathy. They don't feel for you. They don't care about you. They could care less about making you feel good about yourself. In fact, they want to do the opposite of that. They want to bring you down. They want you to suffer to the level that they're suffering. And it's a sick thing because normal people do not do that. Normal people have the other person's best interest in mind, and they actually care about another person's feelings besides their own. Like me, if I have somebody over, if I'm doing something with somebody, I make sure they have everything they need. I make sure that they're comfortable. I make sure that they're feeling good before myself. If I have somebody over, I'll watch for them before I watch out for myself. I put other people first if they're in my presence. And that's just how I am. That's how I always was. And when I say this, I mean if I have somebody over at my house or something like this, I'll ask them if they need a drink. I'll ask them if they need some food. I'll ask them if they're hungry. I make sure they have what they need. And I'm a positive person around this person that I have over, that I'm interacting with, even if it's in public. I'm a polite person. I'm not bringing people down. I'm bringing people up, not putting people down. These people don't know how to do this. These people don't care about doing this. They'll even say smart ass remarks to your face and say ignorant things to your face, and whenever you question them or get serious with them when they try to bring you down, now it's a joke. Because they know what they did was wrong. Now you come back at them and they make it seem like it's a joke just to cover up the fact that they just did what they did. That's another big thing that these people do. They'll do whatever they can just to make you feel like shit. They'll do whatever they can just to fill you with anxiety and to get you thinking in your head. It's unbelievable what these fucking people do. So if you guys, before I end this video, because I'm going to cut this short now, I got everything I need to get off my chest with this topic. Just know that if you have somebody in your life and you know change needs to happen, and you know you have to go and see somebody else to work this out, if they're unwilling to do it and they keep up this toxic behavior, cut them loose, cut them out of your life. But if you know deep down that, you know what, this person really is a good person, there's just something off right now, they admit it, they admit to their toxic behavior 100%. They know they have issues. They openly talk about it with you. They're willing to change. They're willing to go to therapy with you. They're willing to tell the therapist everything that happens behind closed doors. You could give it a chance in that sense, but if this behavior still continues, it's just going to be time to cut this person loose, because it's not going to help you none sticking around this person for any longer. It's just going to tear you down. It's just going to slow you down. And it's going to bring you down. You're never going to be able to stay happy if you're around bullshit toxic people. You can even let this person get help on their own and keep a distance from them and see what happens. If they change their ways, you can get back in contact with this person and get a little bit closer. But be careful how close you get too soon. Make sure this person is really about it. Make sure this person is really going to change. And then you can see for yourself. You can make the decision after that, because after that, you'll know yourself what to do in that situation. I'm gonna cut this off now, guys. I'll be back with another video tomorrow. Until next time, I'm out.